This means
all right.
The 2026 Speaker Treasury. 12 of the highest caliber speakers. Get brand deals with no social media follow. Build your 9-figure empires. Viral posting and editing. Stack lines of revenue. 12 months of mentoring. Unleash your business potential. VIP access for meet and greet. Reserve your seat now for the 2026 Speaker Treasury.
If this feels stressful now, it won't get easier later. So before you go and start any type of income idea, ask yourself this. Does this feel manageable? Not exciting, not impressive, just manageable. Calm systems last longer, and long-term is what actually builds security. So that's how I help people choose smarter inside my free community.
Stop me if you've heard this one. Ready?
Hi there. Would you like to save 10% on your purchase today and sign up for our in-store credit card?
Ugh. Chances are you've stopped me. What isn't stopping is annoying offers like this one and others sitting in your mailbox right now. Ever wonder why credit card companies are so persistent? Here's why. Last year alone, credit card companies made $175 billion off consumers just like you and me, with the nerve to pose as the good guy, wrapping their offers around huge promises of sign-up bonuses and 0% APR. Psst, for a limited time only. And while it feels like they have our best interest in mind, it's really just the interest itself on their mind. Even for those of us disciplined enough to pay off our balances each month, the ease of use usually results in a much higher rate of spending. But is there a better way? Introducing the Starfish Way, an online rewards platform that's truly for the consumer, even starting, dare we say, a consumer rebellion. One for the good guys like you and me. An opportunity for no interest, no extra spending, and much higher reward percentages that have many canning their card. Here's how it works. Just open up Starfish and simply make a deposit into your Starfish e-wallet, but only the money you budgeted or planned on spending that month on groceries, gas, restaurants, and other stuff. Then, when you're shopping at one of our merchants, you may have heard of some of them. Amazon, Walmart, Target, CVS, Kohl's, Best Buy.
Whoa, thank you.
You get the point. There's a ton, over 500.
So yeah, Matt
All you have to do is check out using Starfish either in-store or online. Just find the merchant you're shopping at. Enter the checkout total, tap Review and Pay, confirm the totals, and then tap Complete Purchase. That's it. Now just tap View Your Gift Card and tap to use. Present this barcode to scan or provide the gift card number and PIN and begin earning instant cash rewards. We like to call them perks. Up to 20% perks on a single purchase. Just slightly better than any credit card offer, and by the way, none of the debt-related drama. And it works just as simply online by entering the gift card number and PIN during your digital checkout. And as we like to say in the slightly corny voiceover world, there's more. Even if your favorite brand isn't on our platform, Starfish has you covered with our Visa prepaid debit cards. They carry no interest, there's no sneaky fees, and you'll even earn 2% back. So the same rewards as a credit card, yep, with none of the risk, nope. Sheesh, what's next? Starfish works anywhere Visa is accepted?
bingo.
Wait, hold up. Anywhere? Basically, yes. Think beyond shopping. Boring old payments like rent, repair bills, utilities, tuition, and so many others are now huge opportunities to pile up the perks. And those perks add up fast. Just make sure to check with these providers. Some rare exceptions may apply. Still not impressed? How about this? Spend just $100 in a given month and boom! Enjoy a $5 instant bonus on us. That could mean $60 a year, making your subscription pay for itself. And if that weren't enough, here's the secret sauce. The Starfish platform was actually designed to help you earn and learn. Meaning, now that you're potentially minimizing your spending and maximizing your rewards, we want to help maximize you and your earning potential. Tap the podcast button for exclusive episodes on financial literacy and success principles, taught in a fun, short, and an engaging way. In this sense, Starfish combines...
Okay, can everybody hear me now? Okay. Hard to talk over that video, I guess. All right. I'm going to play the video for about another minute, and we're waiting on one or two more people, try to give them a chance to fiddle around with the link to get in here. While we're waiting, I want you guys to do me two quick favors, okay? Number one, I think everybody here is in my community. Go give everybody some fear of missing out who's not in the room right now. Go to my school community, please. Do me a favor. Post something that you're like, I can't believe I just learned this with Kim Tracy. And literally say this, shameless plug. I'm so glad I have a VIP pass. Okay. I really want to push that and sell the pain a little bit. If you guys don't mind, if you feel okay with that, you feel you have integrity saying that, then go for it. If you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable, I never make you do anything you don't feel comfortable with. But for those of you who don't mind saying a takeaway from this free session so far, go ahead and drop that into the school community for me as your assignment for attending this lovely speaker treasury, and talk about how it fired you up to learn even more in the VIP session. I can't wait. Okay, I appreciate you guys doing that in advance. Or while you're getting something here during the VIP session and you like learn something new and you're like, wow, that was a great answer, you can go ahead and put it then if you feel like that's a better contribution to my school community. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Also, there's some early birds that were here. And while I'm going to do this announcement, if you're not posting in my school community, I would love it if you guys would take a moment, a minute or two, and type your question for Kim Tracey into the chat. Okay, so I'm going to give a little housekeeping here. I know all of you are in multiple different trainings and different summits. I run mine pretty hardcore here. It's a little bit different experience for the VIP. The rules are no self-promotion. You have to be on topic, and you have to say, my name is, my question is, and get to the point. We don't usually need a backstory unless Kim says, I don't understand, explain this. So if everyone's cool with that, I would appreciate that. And this is just to honor our speakers' time and to honor your time. Because if we skip the backstories and the self-promotion, then we can actually get more information delivered in this video. Is everybody cool with that? Don't want to make anybody mad. I'm not trying to be blunt or mean or rude, but I just how it's got to go when you're in a speaker treasury, okay? So we want to honor everybody's time. Okay, great. So I'm going to assume that, can I get some emojis? Whenever I give that announcement, I feel everybody goes, Is it just me? Okay. All right, I got some thumbs up. Joyce is saying yes. Maria's saying yes. Oh, we got some thumbs up. All right, Denise is saying yes. All right, I love the thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Eric is saying yes. Celine's saying yes. All right. Thank you all for being gracious and wonderful people. I appreciate that. So we're going to get to the cream of the crop. Do not wait. Drop your questions in the chat and then raise your hand. The order that the questions are in the chat typed out is the order that we will go ahead and take everybody off of mute. Okay, so go ahead and run to the chat, type your question in there right now so Kim can skim over those ahead of time, so we're not like blindsiding her with some kind of complicated questions. So go ahead and put your question in the chat, and then one by one my team will take you off of mute and we'll go ahead and have you verbally say your question, because for anybody in the replay, they can't see the chat, so we need to have you verbally say your question. Okay, awesome.
Me too, Alan, but Kim Tracey isn't in the call, so she won't be able to see any of those questions.
Okay, well, that's helpful to know. All right, team, can you send her a message with the Zoom link? Let me see what's up. I don't think I got a message from her. Let me check. All right. While I'm figuring, where is she? Okay. Yeah. So someone can reach out to her via school. That would be great. Let me send her a quick text message. All right. While we're waiting, we lost you. Okay. While we're waiting for Kim, I'm going to play the video in just a moment, and I'm going to give away some prizes. So this is a good thing to do while we're doing our prizes. Team, let's see here. Whoever's got, she needs the link. Okay. Send the Zoom link. Hold on. Send the Zoom link. 1 second. To Kim via school. Sending via school. Support to team now. Okay. Thank you, team, for doing that. Appreciate you so much for sending the Zoom link to Kim. Thank you. All right. She said, oh, she got it. Okay, she'll be here in a second. There she is. All right. All right. So now while Kim is getting set up here, like I said, welcome back to our treasurer speaker. Yay!
important that I have the link, Alan.
Yeah, kind of a minor detail there. I really thought I sent it to you like a few times, but anyway.
And you thought
I
she was joking.
I haven't got much sleep for the past 5 days, so that's on me. My bad. All right. While we were waiting, Kim, I went over the ground rules. If you need some expounding, they're not going to give backstories. They're just going to get right to their question. If their question doesn't make sense, then you can say, okay, explain that a little bit more. But we're going to do rapid fire questions. Don't wait for me. I'm going to give away a prize right now. And please run to the chat and type your questions in the chat, please. Everybody do that for me. That'd be great. And team, go ahead and track whoever's question is when. Copy and paste them in the order that they're received into the spreadsheet, please. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right. Now, while my team is doing that, while you guys are typing your questions, here's what we're going to do. Who likes to win stuff? Who likes to win stuff? I know it's hard to like type and do an emoji at the same time, so I'm just going to keep going. One of the team members, I don't know whoever, just step up and let's put in the chat the 5 early bird winners. The 5 early bird winners from the spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and copy and paste that and throw it into the chat, please. All right, so drum roll. It pays to be an early bird, and literally pays. So congratulations. Whoever's an early bird, let's see. What do we feel like doing today, Kim? What are we going to give our early birds? I think you have a freebie. Right?
Which one would you like?
Which one? Woo! There's more than one freebie. You decide. You're the queen.
How about I have a monthly bookkeeping checklist. So it gives you everything that you should be tracking and looking at and everything you should be doing on a monthly basis to keep your books in order. How about that? Free PDF.
Woo! All right. Who's excited for that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Early birds, congratulations. You get that spreadsheet. That's got a pretty awesome value right there. Not only for the monetary value of it, but the long-term value of using it. I mean, really, right? What can they save, or what do they gain by this spreadsheet, Kim?
Well, you use the spreadsheet every month. You know, you go through it and you check off everything as you're going down through. It tells you exactly, you know, what to do so you don't miss anything. So you're gaining, you know, having all of your expenses, knowing that you've checked all the boxes and that you've tracked everything that you've needed to track. Peace of mind is what you gain.
Peace of mind. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's for sure. And, you know, since you're tracking, you know, you're obviously gaining because you're figuring life out. You know, that's a big thing. I see what you're saying. I love it. And
well, you're tracking the expenses, right? You want to make sure you're not missing expenses, because if you do, you're leaving money on the table by not claiming those expenses to get the maximum amount of money. So I like to say, I like to help people keep the maximum amount of money that they're making. And in order to do that, you need to make sure that you have all of your expenses. That's what gives you the maximum deduction.
I love it. 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 All right. So I know people are typing in the chat their questions. I'm going to give them another minute. So while they're typing the chat questions, and Kim, if you want to skim over those questions so you're prepared for answers, that'd be great. I'm going to give away another thing to my early birds. Okay. And you guys are going to get VIP access for 1 day for my upcoming Frantic 5-day challenge. And y'all may be like, what the heck is the Frantic 5-day challenge? Yeah. Okay. Am I unmuted now? Can I be heard? Am I heard? I'm heard. Okay. That was really weird. just in case I didn't come through on the recording, I'm giving away a 1-day pass for a VIP access to my Frantic 5-day challenge. Okay. What this means for all of you who are new to the world of Alan Pettit and AI sales technologies and grant writing. Now, again, I'm giving a commercial here, so please use the time to type your questions into the chat so Kim can be prepared. We're going to get to those in about 2 minutes. We're going to get to those questions, I promise. Okay, so while the 2 minutes are coming, here's what the Frantic 5 framework is. Have you ever desired to be able to ask your customers or brand new customers $5,000 in one setting, or maybe even as high as $20,000 in one setting? I'm going to drop the mic here for a second. Can you imagine being trained on high ticket sales? That's with integrity, and it has a structure, a framework. I'll actually be doing it while I'm teaching it. So yes, at the end of the Frantic 5 framework, I will ask my people for $5,000 to join my academy. My academy is 12 weeks long. It teaches you how to write grants, how to get funded with money you never need to pay back. 12 weeks meeting with me one-on-one. You get over 100 videos of training. Once a week, you meet with me. You'll learn how to sell with integrity, with Christian ethics. You'll learn how to launch your business if you don't have one. You'll learn how to ask for $5,000 or more yourself in a way that people will literally frantically open up their wallets to throw money at you. That's why I call it the Frantic 5 framework. Now, if all of you are like frustrated, struggling, or tired of having small commissions of 100, 300, 600, or whatever, wouldn't it be nicer to just make $5,000 or more in one shot? I'm not saying it's easy. You got to build your own academy. You got to build your own everything. I mean, but it's out there. I'll show you how to do it. And you get 12 weeks with me. And for those of you who are extra action takers, you can even come to Nebraska and hang out with me. I would love that. For an in-person extra bonus mastermind, well, I'll be releasing some super top secret stuff that I've learned from not one, not two, but 4 of my 8-figure and even 9-figure earner mentors. Now, wouldn't somebody like to know what a 9-figure earner is teaching me? You'll learn that in person in Nebraska, only in person. We're not doing that in live. But if you come to Nebraska, I will teach you what my 9-figure earner has taught me. Listen, guys, I'm not showing off. I'm just saying how it is. $100 million in revenue he made. His name is James Barger. You can go look him up. He's a real guy. I'm not making this up. Over $500 million in company valuation, 3,000 employees, 300 managers. Okay. I'm seeing some people yawning, like they don't believe this is real, I think. Or everybody's tired. I don't know. Is anyone excited about what I'm saying? I'm not selling. I'm just sharing. I'm not asking you for any money right now, guys. Like, this is the only thing I don't like about Zoom. Like, it's so crickets, you know. It's crickets. Okay. All right. Does everyone have their questions in the chat? Are we ready to go? All right. And by the way, the 5 early birds, you get a $97 value. That's what that is. 1 day at $97. Congratulations. So I hope you use it. And I hope you learn the beginning foundations of learning how to ask for high money. All right. Need some Luminate. Yes, I need Luminate. I do. You need some Luminate too, I guess Joyce is. All right, enough of me. Let's go. Let's get to the creme de la crop. It looks like every question is in the chat here. Team, whoever's in charge of unmuting, who is going first? Unmute yourself, whoever's in charge of unmuting. And let's get to the shake, the shinny. The shinny? That's not a word. I just made up a word. Shinny. Get to the skinny. Get to the show. The shinny. Okay, anyway. Who's coming off of mute? Okay, I guess I'll do it. All right, so the first question I see here is Eric Farrell. Is that right, team? Am I right? Did I miss one before that?
That's like the first one.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Eric, you can come off the mute. Thank you. See, my question is,
Hey, Kim, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Eric Farrell. I have an LLC. I have two businesses under that. When I started this, I thought there were a handful of things that were deductible that it either weren't or they got missed or I didn't make enough money to counterbalance them. So I'm wondering, because I know not every tax preparer works in the same category, or nobody knows everything. How can I be sure the things that I need to make tax deductible or are in my case actually get found and I build a strategy with my CPA the right way to make sure that I get everything back that I need?
That's a really good question. So, what I would say is, first of all, as a bookkeeper, you know, I do a lot of like the grunt work for the CPAs, which is like the bookkeeping end of things, like tracking everything. And one of my biggest pet peeves with CPAs is that there's no direction for especially smaller clients, right? Um, I think that when you're paying an accountant or a CPA, you're paying them hard-earned money, and sometime third or fourth quarter, towards the end of the year, you should be sitting down with your CPA and you should be going through your numbers. You know, they should be advising you on what to do to maximize your tax benefits. They should be going over things with you. But the best way that you can ensure that they know that, you know, what you want to have written off or what should be written off is, you know, you need to communicate with them and you need to give them something that is organized that they can follow. So I'm not sure how big your businesses are or, you know, what types of businesses you have, but how are you doing your bookkeeping? How are you tracking your income and expenses that you're wanting to give your accountant for tax purposes?
Um, it's embarrassingly bad at this point. A lot of it is still stored in my head, and come tax time, my wife and I just sort of come through the bank accounts and figure things out. I have not had very many clients, not a lot of income, and I've probably many more expenses than I have income. So in that sense, I guess it's easy to sort out the numbers. It's just still a hodgepodge mess, and I need some help with the organization.
Is it easy though? Can you remember what you spent last year at this time?
I haven't spent much, so most of it is
Okay.
pretty easy to track down.
Okay, good.
And I do have separate bank accounts, business and personal, so it's easy to go through those things. My wife is a pretty good bookkeeper. I am not.
That seems to be the running way of things, right, Alan? Um, so yeah, I would definitely say you need to find you know, to do better, like I guess with tracking your stuff. I would you know, find an easy way to track things. You know, I have a great spreadsheet that's that we're going to be using, and I don't know if Alan's still going to give away the free version or how we're doing that. But you got to find a way to, even if you know, like you said, you get all your bank statements, you get all your credit card statements if you're using credit cards for anything, and sit down. And even if you did it on a ledger, right? And go month by month and write down the categories of your expenses, say like software expense, or, you know, maybe you have auto expense and you have meals and you have travel, whatever it is that you have for expenses, write them down. And then across, you want to write out the month and then track it for every single month. And that way you're not missing anything. Because, you give your accountant a mess, he doesn't know what's in your head, for one. And like I said,
my biggest pet peeve is a lot of them don't take the time to meet with you prior to the end of the year to go over your numbers. That's something that you could probably push for, or, call up and ask to have a meeting like in October or November ahead of the game. And that becomes more important as you start to make more money, because they should be giving you ways to either one, invest that money, save for retirement, or buy something that you need for your business. So you're not giving all your money away to the government during tax time.
Yep, that all makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Great question. Thank you, sir. Next up, please go ahead and unmute whoever's next team. Thank you.
Would that be me?
That's you, Maria. Yes.
Hello. So
Hi.
much good information. Thank you so much for that.
You're
So my
welcome.
name is Maria, and my question, I actually switched it up a little bit. Actually, no, I have two questions. So the first one was, do you recommend an LLC for our type of online business? And is that considered a registered business?
So, when you're first starting out, so an LLC, all that does really for you is limited liability company. So it reduces the liability to you personally. Like if somebody were ever to like sue you or anything like that, that liability then falls back onto the LLC. They can't come after your personal assets like your house or, your bank account or anything like that. There really is no other tax benefit to it, really, because you're still filing a Schedule C, just like if you were a sole proprietor. So it does cost money to set up an LLC. You have to advertise it legally somewhere, which costs more money. You have to have minutes done, which technically should be done by an attorney or something along those lines. So normally I tell people when they're starting out or when they're making, you're making okay money, but it's not big money, an LLC really isn't needed.
Okay.
Would it be considered a registered business? Yes, because you're filing paperwork with your state, with the IRS, you're taking on an employer identification number, those types of things. So it would be considered a registered business. But you can also do now, like my bookkeeping business, I'm not an LLC. I'm still a DBA. I'm insured properly, and I'm insured because I deal with people's money. And I have, insurance, errors and omissions insurance. But that's because of the type of work I do. But you could go to your local county building and you could set up a DBA, doing business as, where you could, at that point, get an EIN number, get a real business checking account, and it's probably under $100, depending on where you live, to do that. So that, and again, you'd be a sole proprietor, DBA. You'd be Maria doing business as, make money online, whatever your business name would be. And you're still filing a Schedule C. You're still going to be tracking income and expenses just like you would for an LLC. Cheaper way to get started. And, setting up a DBA is a lot different too. So let's say you come into the space and you create an LLC right away. It's much harder to shut that down later on. If you decide this isn't for you, you don't want to do this, it's not working out. A lot of people think they need to jump the gun and go file for that LLC right away. And before you even know if this is what you're, going to do and be successful at. So I would say a DBA is fine if you want to go the business route. And if not, to set up a business checking account, you do need an EIN number, which again, if you're a DBA, you can get an EIN number. Do not pay anybody to do that. You can do it online for free in like 5 minutes or less. But I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh,
So the
business checking.
DBA.
I
Go
was
ahead.
saying business checking. You don't necessarily have to have a business checking. A lot of them have stipulations. It may cost you money. You need that EIN number, but you can open a separate personal account and just use it strictly for business. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be business per se as of the bank. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So the DBA is basically almost the same thing. You're just not, if there is that, because and you still have to use that E&O. You still need the E&O. But with the LLC, it will be more, okay, so if you sue me, you're not going after me personally. With the DBA, you would be going after me personally.
I mean, yes, but honestly, the chances of that happening, I mean, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing and then like something happened down the road, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you should have, regardless, whether it's an LLC or the DBA.
Well, I do because of the work that I do. I don't believe that we need that for an online business.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not, is, you know what is, right? Yeah. So what are you doing that's going to cost people that kind of money, right? They're maybe buying education from you or coaching or something like that. I mean, the liability is very, very small.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. That makes
You're
sense.
welcome.
I appreciate that. So just another quick one.
Yep.
Which is a really, really silly question. And I am so sorry to sound so silly.
No, not at all.
And it's because of what Alan said before. All right, so I'm going to, I don't know, Australia. And I have a cruise going to Australia. Now I'm going to be talking about business, and I gained 5 new clients on my way there. Now I could write this off.
Yes.
Because I'm doing business.
Take pictures, film content, go live, do all the things. Right?
Exactly. What does that mean, write off? Is that a credit or is that a fund? Exactly what does that mean, write off?
Right.
So if I spend $7,000 on my cruise to Australia, what does that mean?
So here's the correct answer. If you're going on a vacation but you're going to be working and doing your business while you're on vacation, comes down to how much can you write off? Because okay, so if we're going to Dallas or Wichita, right? We're not going, there's no vacation. That's all completely a write-off. It's a business expense because we're going for training. If you're going to Australia because you're going on vacation, but you're going to be doing business, gaining clients, doing all the things for business, how much is personal? How much is business? You can probably write off expense, right? A big chunk of that as a business expense. And that's why I'm saying go live, create content, do all the things, right? So you're showing that you're working on that trip. And then kind of decide what percentage is personal, what percentage is business. And so write-off would be that the expense of the trip based on the percentage that was used for business.
So the trip to Kansas, that was all training. So write off, let's say that I spent, I don't know, just throwing 2,000.
Yep.
So I would put in 2,000, and that minuses from my balance here.
balance
My
here.
so
So
right, so
are
is
you
that a
using
credit?
my spreadsheet?
No, I I do have your spreadsheet though. Um,
So yeah, so the way that it works is, right, whatever income, whatever business income you have coming in,
uh-huh.
and then so let's say you have 10,000 in business income that you made. And then it cost you 2,000 to go to Wichita, which is all a write-off because it was training for your business. You now have 8,000 in taxable income. So
Okay.
it's your income less your expenses equals your net profit, net taxable income.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Many, many, many years asking me that question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're gonna hit up Australia, Maria D, and you're gonna be like doing some content there, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That's how you qualify for
All the time.
the write-off,
Every
right? Kim?
time.
Is that the? Are there any other secrets about what she needs to do, how often she needs to do it in order to write it off?
I mean, again, it's going to depend on, you know, can you say it's 100% for business? Probably not. But, you know, if you're doing your 3 pieces of content every day or more, if you're going live, if you're in your community, you know, if you're doing training or coaching or gaining clients, then yeah, I would say at least 50%, if not more, could be written off.
Like airfare, everything.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
airfare.
I guess I mean, as a business professional, there's got to be, I mean, I joke about it, but there's got to be a limit. Okay, so I spent 35% of my day doing this. Okay, so every day, then you balance and you do what you got to do. Don't,
Yeah,
yeah, so that
yeah,
makes total sense. Going to Australia to
yeah,
work.
Well, in that case, you may want to use the vacation from Daryl on something else then. Huh?
ah,
There you go.
right.
I got your back. Great question, Maria. Awesome. Who's next? That was a great question. Very, very good. This is why we're in the VIP, guys. Come on, light it up. I like to see the emojis. Kim, do you like to see the emojis? I like the emojis.
Give us some emojis. Ah, thanks,
We don't know
Joyce.
we're doing good until we have emojis.
Maria.
There they go. Basil.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Big hearts from the Kimberly. All right. Now we're talking. Now we can move on to the next question. I couldn't move on without emojis. Okay. Who's next, guys?
Kimberly.
Hey there. Great call. Good grief. Okay, once you start a business, do you wait until you start making money before you file your taxes? And then a separate question is, what is the rule of thumb for paying adult kids to help you with your business?
Okay. So, you should be filing taxes every year, whether or not you're making money, right? I mean, do you have another job? Do you have you have a regular job, like a 9 to 5?
No.
No, this is it? Okay. Yeah, then, yeah, I mean, if you're making, yeah, you should be filing taxes every year. But I guess if you're not making a lot of money, could you roll it into the next year? Yes. You know, it just depends how long you've been doing it, how much you have in expenses. There is a rule about, and I don't know exactly what it is. You can't, when you're just starting out, you can't carry a huge loss forward for multiple years in a row.
Right.
And at some point, you have to start showing some kind of income before the government considers it a hobby and not a business. So there are rules for that. So I would probably say to, you know, reach out to somebody, tally up your numbers, figure out what your numbers look like, and then reach out to somebody before before you file anything.
Okay.
And then rule of thumb for paying adult kids. It's so it's almost the same as it would be like if you're not going to like physically use like a payroll service, which until you're making a lot of money or enough money, you don't need those tax write-off, which is really what the payroll service does for you. Is it gives you your business a tax write-off. So the other rule of thumb, so you would have to 1099 your child. As with anybody that you're paying, anybody that you pay over $600 gets a 1099 NEC, and they would have to pay self-employment taxes on that.
Okay.
Okay. They would also, so the technical rule is you should have some type of written job description for them. You should have, you know, with stipulations, hours, their tasks, what they're actually doing. You have to pay them at least, you know, minimum wage, like fair market value, if you will.
Right.
And then you have to track it. Typically, something like if you were to do like a bank transfer, or if you paid them through, I don't know, PayPal, Venmo, anywhere where you have like paper trail where you can prove, write a check, even anything like that.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wonderful question. I was wondering the same thing myself. You're reading my emails. Kimberly's reading my emails. If I could only meet with you on TikTok and do a live.
No, but that's adult children. There are different rules for younger children.
Ah, did you? Have we covered those already? Did you answer those?
No, I'm going to be doing a training in my community. Y'all have to come to my community to find those out.
Roger that. That's a great segue. That's a great segue. Did you all hear that? We have to go to her team. Please drop the links for getting involved with Kim's awesome, fantastic community. There's a link they'll be dropping for joining her community. If you have not joined already, it'd be a personal invite link from me so that Kim knows that you came from the Speaker Treasury, okay? And it blesses me because it's an affiliate link. But more importantly, it's the path you should take. So what day is there? Do you have a date already on the workshop?
I do not, because I have several other people wanting me to speak in their community. So I have to sort out that stuff here and come up with a date, which I have not done yet.
And I know the one that you're really thinking about in your mind. I know which one you're thinking about. So anyway, that's no pressure over that one, right? No pressure.
I have three that have got me on the hook like before April. So I'm working on it. Working on it.
You're probably going to prioritize the one that you know I'm alluding to. But anyway.
Everybody knows who you're alluding to, Alan.
Okay, so I don't have to be. No. Can I say it? Is it all right if I say it?
Yeah, sure.
You know, everybody, she's going to be a distinguished speaker to go before all the digital growth community. So if you're watching this on the replay and you don't know what the digital growth community is, because there's many in my community have no clue who Michelle O'Neill is, have no clue. They're into, you know, there's AI expert consultants. There's all sorts of people in my community at this point. We're pushing over 120, almost 130 in our community. Thank you all for your efforts, by the way. We appreciate the growth coming in. We especially thank Celine. She sent over like 4 people, Celine, already. You're wonderful, Celine. That was just to get into this call today and tomorrow. So thank you. And I'm sure more people are trying to join. I just haven't been able to update it. So anyway, the digital growth community, for those of you who don't know, almost 60,000 people could potentially be seeing Kim Tracey speak because of one important person, Michelle O'Neill. So more to come on that. If you're curious about what the digital growth community is, if you want to know about the Legacy Builder program, put a comment below or send me a direct message in school. I'm a member of that. I'm in Michelle O'Neill's mastermind. So is Kim Tracey. So I would be happy to enroll you in that. And then you could write it off as a tax expense. Right, Kim?
Absolutely.
I'm learning a little bit here. All right. I see Basil's hand. Listen, guys, we are coming in for a landing in about 8 minutes. We want to honor our speaker's time. We want to wrap up at 4:45 my time central. So this would be the final chance. If you've got a last minute question, to jump on in, throw it into the chat. And my team is going to be putting a few more links in there for our sponsors. So if you could drop the sponsor links in there, please, that would be great. And Basil, go ahead and come off of mute and give your question.
Yes, yes, yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, my name is Basil B. Downs Jr. And hello, team. I have two questions, but they kind of coincide with each other. One is, do you have or do you use or recommend software to assist us in this bookkeeping? And the second part of the question is, do we still have to keep the receipts?
Okay. So I run bookkeeping. I'm completely QuickBooks based. I use online QuickBooks and I use desktop QuickBooks. But when you're just starting out, I would find a much simpler thing to use. QuickBooks now has monthly or annual subscriptions, and they're not cheap. So, and they're complicated. So if you're not really tech savvy, or you don't really know QuickBooks, it makes doing your bookkeeping difficult. And my thing is simple systems because you'll use them. A lot of people get into these software systems and they're too complicated. They can't figure them out. They cost money and they don't end up using them. So, what I always say is find something that's easy, that's doable, that you can stick to. Because without an easy system, you're not going to go back and do it like you need to. Um, and receipts. Receipts are, so again, Alan, I don't know, have we talked about this spreadsheet yet? I have a spreadsheet
Yes.
that I did a whole workshop around. And that spreadsheet, I have a lot of people that are using that now, that it has trainings on all of this stuff attached to it. It comes with a full video library and it comes with um, replays of the 3-day workshop that I did to go over the spreadsheet. And I teach how to track your receipts in there. And, if you keep hard copies of receipts, they fade over time. You pull them out in 6 months and you can't even read them. So inside that spreadsheet, I show you, I use Google Docs. So if it's like an email receipt, you have it in your email, you upload it, you put it in a folder in your Google Docs. I label it by, I might put in there, I put the date, the year, and then the day and the month, and what it is. And then there's a way to attach it to the cell of the expense that you use in the spreadsheet. So at the end of the year, when you submit that spreadsheet to your accountant or your CPA, all of your receipts are attached to it. You can also attach copies of your bank statements to that spreadsheet. So there's nothing in question. If you have a hard, like a paper receipt, snap a picture of it with your phone, upload it to your Google Doc, attach it to your spreadsheet or wherever you're keeping your stuff, and get rid of the paper receipt because they don't last anyways. So, and then that's the other thing, receipts aren't as important if you're using like your debit card from your bank. And I see your question there about an EIN to open a business bank account. You do need an EIN for a business bank account, but like I said earlier, you could open, excuse me, another personal account and just use that strictly for business.
Okay. Um, I would like to tell a really brief story right quick because it touches on the lady that was talking about a vacation. I had
Sure.
a friend of mine that was teaching us how to hire their kids, okay, because they don't have to pay taxes because they're still in school. And he had like one of the sons was in charge of like sanitation, taking out the garbage, so on and so forth, and his daughter was like the dishwasher, things of that nature, and his wife was his secretary. So he basically planned a trip to Disney World as a business retreat for his family. And as he was on his trip, we used to wear a pin for the company that we was in. And while he was on the elevator, somebody asked him what the pin stood for. And as he was explaining it to one person, he noticed that there was a couple of more people that was actually listening to it. So they started asking questions. So what he did was he asked to take down their room number. He took down their room number. He went to the concierge or whatever you call it, the front desk, and he got to take out space in the library for about 2 hours. And then he went around to everybody and he actually invited people into the library space and he gave a presentation. He did exactly what you said, pictures, videos, little things that he put up. And the whole trip was basically a write off because he conducted, well, maybe not the whole trip, but most of the expense for the trip was a write off because he conducted business on the trip. And the kids got the write off. Well, they don't have to pay taxes on it anyway. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. So we'll,
Brilliant.
we'll stay in touch since you're going to be talking about that.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Awesome. I love that. See, that was a very relevant story. Thank you, Basil. That was awesome. So I think we have two questions left. We have Kim and we have Celine. And I know that Celine is kind of multitasking. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to Celine's question and we'll come back to you in a second, Kim, because I don't see you on camera either. So we're going to skip you for now. If you're here, Kim, and you want to unmute, or I can just read your question either way. But Celine is asking, my question is,
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Let me ask Celine's question. Thank you, sir. My question is, when is it appropriate to, oh, are you here? Do you want to ask it? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you can ask it, but that's okay. I just wanted to know, when would you say it's appropriate to actually incorporate S Corp, C Corp, LLC, anything like that? When would you say that that is appropriate? Because I know there's a lot more tax advantages when you're at S Corp versus a C Corp and like vice versa. There's different ones.
Yeah, but there's also there are more tax advantages, but there's also rules with like an S corp or a C corp, and one of them is, you're supposed to take the owner is supposed to take a reasonable salary, like a paycheck through a payroll company. So I don't know that there's a definite like exact time, but I would say that you definitely need to be making enough money to support the tax rules that comes with a corporation. I could see if I could find out like the threshold for it.
Okay, yeah, because I think there is a threshold as far as like income.
Yeah.
When you start making we had a C corp when we had our landscaping company. And I'm an LLC now. I mean, I have had that for years because I did a bunch of contract work for different business people. So yeah, I just wanted to know, like, when is it appropriate, or when is it when you would turn an LLC into an S corp or a C corp or something like that?
So yeah, because you can, if you have an LLC, you can fill out a form, or your accountant can fill out a form where you're basically asking permission from the IRS, where you elect to file as an S corp. So your name can still be LLC, but you're choosing to file your taxes as an S corp, and that way your EIN number doesn't change. You don't have to change all your bank accounts and all that stuff.
Right.
So there's just an election form when you want to go from a current LLC to an S corp.
Okay. Perfect.
So, and I feel like the S corp is more beneficial than a C corp.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, but I'll find that threshold out for you, and I will get back to you.
Okay.
Sounds like a great segue for Celine to come back tomorrow for the VIP.
Good job. Good one, Alan.
I got you. And yeah, that's good. Kim, I'm gonna send you a direct message in a moment. Okay. So I'll just send it to you right now. And is there an echo? Oh, that's my other device out there. Okay, so we're gonna bring Kim off of mute now. Thanks for coming to the camera. Appreciate it, sir. Go ahead and ask your question. Go for it.
I'm not sure if it's too technical for today or if you're going to cover that tomorrow, but it's regarding UGMAs and also regarding key person policies for additional benefits.
Wait, what was the first one?
UGMA, for the minors, like when you write off things for the minors, right? And then also for the key person policies for additional benefits and stuff like that. and if the IULs would be adequate to use that, or would you use a different type of policy that would serve the purpose better?
It's a good question. I don't do too much of that stuff, honestly. Um, your key person, that's more like your IULs and stuff, that's more of a, what I want to call it, like a human resource thing, right?
It's could be used different things. Like if you have a business and you write yourself up as a key person,
Mhm.
you get double indemnity in case something happens to you. So you can have one go to your business and one go to your family. Um,
So those are insurance questions then, right?
but for tax purposes, for tax purposes.
Let me pause for a moment. I feel like you guys are speaking Greek at this point with the abbreviations. Can you tell us what those stand for? I will admit I'm not the smartest man in the room.
Well, well, I didn't. That's why I had to ask him the first thing he said because I didn't understand what he was talking about.
But what is a UGMA? What does that stand for? User generated material artificially?
No, it's the additional benefits for minors. The is for minor benefits, yeah. People under 18, kids.
Like if they're on staff with you?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But what about if we can move on to something more simple, but what about the gifting? Is it still $9,009.99 for the gifting? The allowance for you to gift?
It was. I don't know what it is for this year. Sometimes it changes with the new
Okay.
tax year. I can find that out for you though.
That'd be great. And I apologize if it was too technical on the question.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm like,
is that federal for the 9,000 or is that state?
everything starts federal. Everything starts federal. I mean, and then like I said before, you file your federal stuff, everything plugs into federal and then it rolls into your state. So, most of that stuff is
Are
federal.
you based in Florida, Kim? You based in Florida?
I'm in upstate New York.
Oh, upstate New York. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you work with a CPA directly in New York or anywhere else? Or
I work with multiple CPAs.
okay. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I work with just whoever my clients work with,
Okay.
Yep.
Are you trying to fish for a referral or?
No, actually, my CPA is retiring, and I'm almost in the process of looking for another CPA. He's been my CPA for 30 years.
So I'm in the process of actually interviewing a couple of different CPAs that are versed in the online space. And so hang tight. I'll let you know.
It's not just for online. I have traditional businesses outside of just the online space too. So
Right. But I'm saying, the online world kind of came in like a storm, right? Like over the last probably, right, since COVID, really, right? So since the last 6 years, it's gotten really, really flooded with people. And, some CPAs that I work with, again, it's like talking Greek. They have no idea what's really the down and dirty stuff that you can write off in an online business. But there are other people who do
probably
that.
the CPA I wouldn't want to talk to. No, just kidding.
I know. No, I know, right? I know. I know.
Okay. Well, thank you so much again. Thank you for your time. Great information. Thank you, Alan, for hosting.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. It sounds like there's a little bit of follow-up. So for those of you who have the follow-up, once again, got to be in day 2 for the VIP. And I think we should talk about what people get for being in the VIP room today and tomorrow. So what do you think, Kim? What are we going to do for them if they're going to be action takers and they're going to be here tomorrow as well?
Well, we are going to, so I am giving, I don't know, Alan, are there stipulations? What are you doing?
Hey, whatever you want.
How many VIPs do we have?
We have team, what is it? Including you guys as staff members. How many is it? There's 12 current participants in the room, but
There was 15.
yeah, I don't know where the 3 went. Did they just drop all of a sudden? That was weird.
Yeah.
I think somebody had to leave.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A couple people had to go. Somebody had Bible study. Oh, that was
Oh.
Basil.
Oh, Basil had Bible study. Okay.
Bible study, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So all the VIPs are going to get my bookkeeping monthly checklist, right? The checklist for monthly things. And then we did talk about giving people, if you're here live both days, 30-minute one-on-one with me to go over your numbers or any bookkeeping that you want help with or anything like that.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's right. Yeah, you did tell me that, didn't you?
I did.
I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep or whatever. So I that's right. That's what we're doing. Okay, thank you.
That's what we're doing.
All right. Wow. Guys, this is hundreds of bucks in value to meet with her with all the time she's given us today. She's going to give an extra session to you guys just for being in the VIP. You have to be in the room both days, today and tomorrow, to claim that one-on-one with her. So if you can't make it tomorrow, you do not, unfortunately, get the one-on-one with her. That's not the free one-on-one with her. Okay. So that's the only rule. We got to honor her time because that 15 times 30 minutes adds up really quick. So, but if you all get in the room tomorrow, I guess Kim's saying she's going to make it work. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa, guys. Wow. Well, that's incredible. I was not expecting that. My goodness. I mean, you could literally keep you out of prison. I mean, really. I'm being a little bit extreme.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
I should just close my mouth. All right, we're about 10 minutes over time. Thank you so much, Kim, for your time. So appreciate that. Thank you to my lovely wife who translated Greek for me. And for anyone on the replay, apparently UGMA stands for Uniform Gifts to Minors Act. For anyone who did not catch that, because we rattled it off really quick earlier. And an IUL is an Indexed Universal Life Policy. Right, honey? Is that right? Yeah, thumbs up. She's saying yeah. Okay.
According to Google, yeah, I had to look it up too.
Okay. Thank you, my research.
People don't usually come at me with I was like, wait, what did you say?
Yeah. It was like a karate chop, like yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Maria D says, thank you for you want to come off of mute and say this, Maria. Are you here still? Are you gone?
I think she's gone.
Oh, she left. Okay. She says, thank you for the valuable information. This was very helpful. I have to jump off. I have a call in my community in a few minutes. X and O's, XOs. All right. So everybody, thank you so much graciously for going over on time. The early birds, I don't remember seeing, just give me 30 more seconds, guys, and we'll wrap it up officially here. I don't remember seeing the early bird winners in the chat. If you did put it in the chat, team, I'm sorry. Please put it in the chat again so everyone can see for integrity that who are the 5 winners that won that I highlighted. I think it was in yellow that I won. And so, yeah. So hold on a second. Okay, so does anyone want to come off of mute and say thank you to Kim? That would be great. Kim and Alan, thank you so much. This was awesome. Thank you, Celine.
Thank you, Kim. It was amazing.
Yes, thank you, Kim.
Yes, totally agree.
Think about more questions because we'll be back here tomorrow.
Yes. Yes. And do me a favor for the final assignment. If you do come up with an afterthought after the next 30 seconds, throw it into the temperature time category in my school community so Kim can read that before tomorrow, and then see us back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central Time. Kim says, thank you Same here. Got community call. Sorry for technicalities. No, you're good, Kim. You had a great question. I loved it. Thank you so much. And for all the three Kims, thank you for being here. You're all wonderful. And let me just pray for us real quick, and then we will be done. Thank you, God, for your time that you have, that all these people have blessed with their time here. And especially thank you for Kim Tracy's time, going well over the time limit that we allotted. So thank you. Please add the increase back to her day. May she get to her clients. May she be blessed. And may everybody be extremely excited about tomorrow's free session, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then the VIP, that's going to be around 3:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, if you need any questions on that, put them in the school community or get into my emails at legacyblueprintnow.com. We pray this all in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen. Light up the emojis one last time. Thank you, Kim Tracy. You're amazing. Yeah. Day one is done, everybody. God bless. We will
Thank you, everybody.
Back with a blunt. Blunt. You put my hand in the cough. To the back up the trunk from the front to the back up the trunk from the front. Look at all those sound effects there.
This is a pre-built text effect inside CapCut.
At my destination, I am gonna kill them. I'm a dance floor terminator.
Check this out. This is the finger zoom effect. This is the paparazzi effect. Difference a day made. A huge brand slid into my DMs last night and wants to work with me. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. What?
Pelo no copo, piscando a fachada. Gatinha rebola na vibe acelerada. No Prada, no vibe acelerada. Gatinha rebola.
What if I told you you didn't need to learn prompt structure in order to use ChatGPT properly? I'm going to show you how I gained over 50,000 followers by making one simple change to my content. God is good, and you are literally watching miracles happen right in front of your eyes.
Oh, this is interesting. I could go on forever just going through all this awesomeness here. This is probably good. I absolutely love it. So if you aren't excited now for learning CapCut, then you better take your pulse, because this is a next level experience. She has over 650 students, and you've got to get into her world to learn how to do that kind of stuff. Can you imagine posting this kind of stuff on Instagram, on TikTok, just by learning her course, which is very affordable course. I'll let her talk about that in the speaker treasury. So you need to get in the room. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about some awesomeness about Daryl Hannah, but that's what I got for today. I am looking for the next 9 Stop sharing. There we go. Now I'm unmuted. This is like an after credit scene. Whew, technology and me never get along. Okay. Sorry for the lack of explanation. That was a shout out for Miss Rebecca Barrett, who was our first Speaker Treasury guest speaker, and that is it. For you and the VIP who are watching this in the replay, sorry I didn't get a chance to explain why I was playing that video, but that's the reason for it. So this is my after credit scene, like Marvel superhero people like. So if you enjoyed this wonderful recording and you're still watching this and you're here for after the credits, congratulations. In the link below, you can go to Rebecca Barrett's student school community, which is awesome, and it is very affordable, and you get to learn crazy awesome visual effects like that in video editing. If you've enjoyed the Speaker Treasury, please put a request in below to purchase the next VIP setting for the Speaker Treasury. And if you need anything else, please go to legacyblueprintnow.com, legacyblueprintnow.com. And God bless. We will see you when we see you. And I am very thankful for everyone who attended the Speaker Treasury now, and especially in the replays. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.